Man fatally shot by police in Portmore following alleged knife attack. The St. Catherine South police are still trying to ascertain the identity of a man who was fatally shot by the police on Friday night after he allegedly stabbed another man repeatedly and later attacked a policeman. Police reports state that about 8:45 p.m., the unidentified man used a knife to stab a customer service representative in Cumberland in Portmore, St. Catherine. An alarm was raised by residents and the attacker, who was still armed, was accosted by a policeman along Newlands Road. He allegedly attacked the policeman and was shot and injured. He was subsequently assisted to the Spanish Town Hospital where he was pronounced dead. The stabbing victim remains hospitalized. Two held for lottery scamming in St. Mary. An early morning police operation Saturday has led to the arrest of a male and a female on the suspicion of lottery scamming. According to reports reaching reporters, between 4 a.m. and 7 a.m., the police carried out an operation in the Lyndon housing scheme in Islington, where, acting upon information, searched a house which was occupied by a 25-year-old male and a 33-year-old female. The occupants' cellular phones were searched and information of individuals' personal data was found. They were arrested and charged for dealing in lottery scamming. Two other men were also taken into police custody for questioning with an ongoing murder investigation. According to Deputy Superintendent Anthony Wallace in charge of the St. Mary Division, the operation is continued effort by the police and supporting agencies to address criminal activities within the area. Criminals want to lay down their guns and surrender to the police. Alleged criminals are being warned to lay down their guns and surrender when they encounter police officers who are seeking to apprehend them. The warning came from Police Commissioner Dr. Kevin Blake in the end-of-year review.
This year, significant focus has been placed in certain quarters in police fatal shootings. While many of these matters remain under investigation and we must reserve detailed comment, it is important to make a few things clear. First, we continue to urge members of the public who are confronted by the police to comply with their instructions, particularly to criminals who engage in confrontations with law enforcement. The police have superior training and equipment. Escalating such situations will not end well. Lay down your weapons. Do not raise your guns against the police. It must also be emphasized that the JCF's clear preference is to bring persons before the courts to face justice rather than engage in fatal confrontations. This is evidenced by the numerous wanted persons and high-value targets who have been pursued, arrested, and brought before the court this year.
In the meantime, Police Commissioner Dr. Kevin Blade made the revelation that 736 illegal guns have been seized by law enforcers so far this year. He said more than 400 of these guns were taken from assailants.
Thus far in 2024, 736 illegal guns were taken off the streets. Of that figure, 438 were seized from assailants. That means that on hundreds of occasions, a police officer confronted and apprehended a gunman and charged them under the new Firearms Act. These cases demonstrate our commitment to lawful and measured policing focused on justice through the legal system. We cannot allow the narrative to focus solely on fatal shootings when the evidence overwhelmingly shows that the police strive to preserve life and uphold the rule of law. Let us not lose sight of this reality as we work towards a safer Jamaica.
Opposition chastises government for not paying Christmas program workers. The opposition People's National Party has accused the government of failing to deliver on its promise of $22 million per constituency for the annual mitigation and cleanup program. The program was previously referred to as Christmas Work Program. The PNP in a statement noted that Prime Minister Andrew Holness gave the assurance in November that the funds would have been provided. However, it said many constituencies, including those in Clarendon, Manchester, St. Mary, St. Anne, and St. Andrew, are yet to receive the promised funds. The opposition said the government has failed to deliver payment to workers who were employed on the most of the project under the program, including most of those implemented by the National Works Agency NWA. While some constituents have received their allocation, the bulk of cleanup work in most areas was completed in good faith by workers who trusted the government's word. Now these workers are left unpaid, creating significant financial hardship during what should have been a season of joy and togetherness, the statement said. According to the opposition, no support nor answers have been provided by the NAA or the National Solid Waste Management Authority, adding to the frustration. The PNP believes these works deserve not only immediate payment but also an apology from the government for failing to honor its commitments. This isn't just a matter of poor timing, it's a matter of poor governance, said Richard Asson, opposition spokesman for Road and Works. The workers have done their part. They completed the cleanup work in good faith, trusting that the government would honor its promise. Now they are left unpaid and in distress. These hardworking Jamaicans deserve an apology and immediate action to pay what is owed to them, Assan added. He said the PNP is demanding urgent answers from the government, including when will the workers be paid, when will the remaining constituencies receive their promised funds, why have the NAA and NSWMA failed to provide the required support. Assan said the PNP reiterates its call for transparency, accountability, and fairness in addressing this issue and ensuring that all Jamaicans are treated with respect they deserve.
Our workers who work in the constituencies, men and women who have been doing the debushing, cleaning of drain, cleaning of solid waste, are not been paid, and they have family also that they would like to make sure that they have a happy Christmas. We don't get an apology from the National Work Agency nor the National Solid Waste to say the reason why these payments have not been done. I believe that the National Work Agency, along with the Solid Waste, hold an apologies to the members of Parliament and the men and women who have been out there day and night working to make sure that they have completed their work in time.
Trelawney Custos urges JPs to improve civil life in the parish. Custos of Trelawney, Hugh Gentles, is encouraging Justice of the Peace to raise civic awareness in the parish. He reflected that when he was installed as Custos in 2021, he was also given the same task by Prime Minister Andrew Holness. When I was installed as Custos, the Prime Minister charged me with the task of improving the civic life of the parish. I am now charging the JPs to do the same. JPs are expected to become community leaders, people who are involved in the life and activities of their community, Custos Gentles noted. Additionally, Gentles underscored the importance of JP's participation in civic events on occasions such as Heroes Days, Remembrance Day, National Church Services, among other events. I expect JPs to encourage our young people to attend these events, help the youth to develop their sense of pride in their parish and country by taking part in our cultural celebrations, he urged. He is also reminding JPs that they are expected to serve citizens in a respectful and gracious manner whenever their services as JPs are requested. It is the JP's duty to make themselves known and available to both the police and the community they serve, he stressed. And above all, JPs must strive to be model citizens, someone whom young people look up to as a mentor, someone who upholds standards of integrity, decency, and civic pride. Remember to subscribe, like, share, and click the notification bell for daily updates.